Today I'm going to talk about offer contingencies on the Outer Banks. Contingencies work a little differently in North Carolina. Different states have different rules, and North Carolina is no exception. Instead of making an offer contingent on an inspection or sale of a home, instead, buyers will have a due diligence period. This amount of time is set in the initial offer to purchase, so it's agreed upon the buyer and the seller. It can be anywhere from a few days if it's a quick cash sale with no inspections, but more likely around 30 days. In this time frame is when the buyer does their due diligence. They get all of their inspections, they get the appraisal, have most of the loan approval, everything. If any of the inspections come back with issues, this is the time frame where the buyer and the seller may negotiate further. If they cannot come to an agreement, then the buyer can terminate during that due diligence period and still get their earnest money back. That earnest money deposit is typically about 1% of the sales price. Again, this is in that initial offer to purchase, but they do not forfeit that earnest money deposit if they terminate before the end of the due diligence period. However, buyers may also have a due diligence fee. This is a little bit different than the earnest money deposit. The due diligence fee is paid directly to the seller at the time of contract. It is not returned for any reason. So if there are big inspection issues, if there are appraisal issues, etc., this amount is not returned. The amount tends to really vary. It's not quite as clear as 1%. It kind of goes to how much the buyer wants the property, takes into account if there are multiple offers, you're going to see higher due diligence fees, things like that. We're kind of getting in the market now where we're not seeing as many multiple offers, a lot less multiple offers, so that due diligence fee may come down a little bit. But anyway, the buyer can, if they back out, that money is not returned. So anyway, you can have a offer to purchase. You're not going to have a contingency on the inspection, everything. It's all built into that due diligence period. So that's a little bit different than other markets. In the next video, I will talk about the types of inspections you would get on the Outer Banks.